Um, and I know some viewers might disagree, some may agree, but I wanted to talk about, because I am a writer, I am doing the studying and everything, and I don't claim this, but I am of the heavens, and I'm a heaven being. You may laugh at me, but that's okay. I just wanted to cross some points and stuff. So I don't know what year we came here, brown people. The reason why we're brown because our soul composition is different than the other races, the other race on Earth. We came into Egypt on a starship. Jehovah was driving, and at this time there was remote viewed that took over his body that got him to fly. Anyways, since apparently it was a slave master that got us in there. He wasn't Jehovah. He was a slave master that took over his body and got us into Egypt. When we got to Egypt, we got off to Egypt, and we were so malnourished. Hygiene was really bad, and we were looking really bad and really skinny, 10 times than Holocaust. We were really skinny and really not well taken care of. We didn't really have strength to fight. The Arabs and the Asians were already civilized, and when we were civilized, they were civilized. And then when we got off, some of them saw the the stuff that was going on, the malnourished and the hygiene, the lack of hygiene, that they could tell that we weren't from there. This was the first time seeing brown people, and it just seemed very odd and everything. They acted like they didn't know how to control their bodies. So some of them did return fire on them because there were actually other race. I don't want to say Caucasian. Some other race was on there. Anyways, I know it doesn't sound like I know the whole story, but I'm just gonna say flat out that the Arabs and Asians came and helped us. And the reason why that we were in Africa is those tribes became tribes, and they were runaways. They became runaways from the slavery, because we came as slaves. We ran away from the situation, and we helped some of the Arabs after defeating and succeeding over the people and everything. I know it sounds crazy. We resided in Egypt, and that's when Kemet came around. The Kemet stood for black. It was the Moorish language called black. Kemet was taught to us to purify us, to purify what we did, our practices, our rituals, priests, pharaohs. We were given special powers of the mind inside that's installed in the mind, not computers, because you have to, our brain are like frequencies. We got radio waves, and radio waves hit high numbers for a certain amount of people in hertz. um so we reside there. We taught the Arabs and the Asians our practices, the medical. We all exchanged information. We speak in Moorish, and hieroglyphics were also ascribed. And we were living there, ruling over, and we were taking care of other people. I know that people had twisted history a lot, and I know a lot of the things has been twisted. But later on, the boats came, and the reason why the boats came is because they had better technology and everything installed. I'm not going to talk about the pyramids because I'm not going to talk about anything I don't know. But at least let's to say they took us by boats. by hypnotizing us. Some of us went and some of us fought and ran away, and that's how Africa became a tribe, because white people ruled over in the South of Cape, the British, right? They were already there. But anyways, we ran away and everything, and some of us was put on the ship. We were forced on the ship. Some were lucky by some good slave masters that went to Brazil and South America. Some of us went to the North Americas, where slavery was more harsh there. We were going to the plantation. We had to start all over the land and everything, to tilt the land and stuff, and some of them were already there. The Native Americans were Mexicans. Now, the Mexicans saw our condition once again, and they took care of us. Some of them they fought, some of them lost because of the ammunition and the guns, because of the technology. They were advanced. We ran away with Native Americans, and we hid with them. They hid us, they taught us, and we taught them that if we ever switch to take us out of our body, to take us out, to kill us, right? And when the whites knew that we were hiding with the natives, which was Mexicans, they pushed Mexico down. They removed them out of America. Some of them still remain, and to keep them controlled and documented, they started to document people by having a res, right? Having a res for places for the Native Americans, so they can know who's coming in and out of them, because hiding colors back then was illegal, so they pushed most of the Mexicans down to Mexico and hit us. They didn't want the Mexicans or the natives, Americans, in our business. They didn't want them to deal with the money situation and the business of slaves. They didn't want us to be riding with them, and everything. So, that's some of the history that I knew about. Where we're at now is we're starting to get separated. The blacks are starting to get separated again, and everybody else is meddling in their own business again. The Mexicans is worried about their children now, and